mind becomes kind of like a canvas for the words to be displayed on. Fuck waking reality. It's True Detective here to unveil to you a new way to sleep. I realized this a long time ago that I don't really dig waking reality. Like, why should we put so much effort into waking reality? Why just not dream? And here we are experimenting with music and also with audiobooks. Next, into the theory of dreaming. Think about this: if you have somebody talking to your ear and telling you the biggest, most beautiful bullshit ever type of story, you know, the meadows and trees and flowers and this kind of stuff, spiders, you know, big ass giants, and it starts to influence your dream. Your mind becomes kind of like a canvas for the words to be displayed on. Of course, they won't be displayed completely as they are told, but your dreams will be influenced by what you hear. Think about this. What is this reality influenced by? What we don't hear, that we cannot awaken to. Spiritual awakening, what is it? It would be to awaken to that which creates that which is of lower but of higher complexity. Do you understand what an illusion is? An illusion is something that is created by a higher order being, and an illusion also has more complexity than what it was created out of. That's an illusion. And in the progress of falling asleep, there's about 3 phases there. The first is the stopping or the silencing of the thinking mind, or your inner dialogue, so to say. It stops down on a certain level of consciousness. And deeper than this, you lose your sense of hearing your outside circumstances. Of course, if it's loud enough, you're gonna awaken to that. So I've been experimenting. I have a whole catalog of these audiobooks I have bought. I wouldn't do this on free audiobooks that you can find on YouTube. No. There's supposed to come a phase, if we follow the natural order of things, when an individual becomes a visionary and he opens up to receive a lot of these visions. This phase coming to fruition is being suppressed by the society that you live in a lot, because the society doesn't really want those people that have the vision. They just want, you know, brain-dead zombies to do work, that sort of stuff. So when you become a dreamer, don't expect that people will accept that, you know. Don't expect that people will understand, like, what's that kind of living about? Well, it's your inner experience, you know. It's giving up the bullshit of the world for dissolving of ego boundaries in war type of PTSD storytelling experience through a different mind than the individual experiencing that. So it would be PTSD psychotherapy done on the level of the therapist experiencing going into the dreams of the traumatized individual there. It's very experimental. And dreaming is very important. It's very important in the waking state to understand the meaning of what came after we became. You understand? The meaning of this whole fucking thing comes into understandingness and able to understand it through understanding the dream of the illusion of it. If you go very deep into dreams, a lot of what is, so to say, real starts to also seem quite unreal. It's not so real after all, because you start to understand maybe the mechanics of illusion creation, and illusions are created, just as I said. Higher order being creates out of less complexity through unawareness, a higher complexity world. That's what we are experiencing right now. But if we awaken to the Word of God, so to say, or whatever is creating the illusion of your life, you might realize that it's just a bunch of symbols.